Good morning, students. First of all, welcomes to all of you for our first online lecture. My name is Pooja Mane and my subject is CS1. Now let's start with HTML programming language. Our fourth chapter is a HTML, that is Hypertext Markup Language. But before going to introduce HTML, I will introduce you some basic terms which is related to HTML. The first term is a web page. What is the meaning of web page? So web page is a document which is commonly written in HTML. Means what? See, whenever you click on Google Chrome or any other web browser, then the first page will be open. That first page is nothing but your web page. The second term is a website. What is the meaning of website? So when we combine the multiple web page in a single file, then it is called as a website. If I am taking the example of your college website, in that website you have a different section or parts like students login, admin login, teacher login, etc. So each section is designed by different web page. So whenever we combine all the different web page in a single file or in a single document, then it forms your complete website. Now moving towards the next slide. See, what is the HTML? HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, which is most commonly used language on a web to develop the web. First thing is what? HTML is a language. So what is the exact meaning of language? Whenever I would like to make a communication, I will use language. Right now we are communicating with each other. So I am using English as a language here. But when I start to creating the web page, then I will use the separate language which is called as a HTML. The HTML is understood by the web browser. Okay. Now the next term is a markup. What is the meaning of markup? HTML is also called as a markup language. Means what? The markup language is represented by any tag based language. So in C or C++, we are using the hash include stdio.h or conio.h, that is the header files. But in HTML, we are using the tags, that is open and close by the angle bracket. That's why HTML is called as a markup language. It sets the structure of the web page. Okay, so it is also known as a markup language. Now the next one is the hypertext. Now what is the meaning of hypertext? So basically whatever text you require in order to create the web page is a hypertext. Means what? See, if you are visiting on any website, it having the lots of content. That contains having the structure. Means what? This contains is nothing but your hypertext. If I am creating any web page, in that web page I want to add some link, then that link is called as a hyperlink. Now see, HTML, a file must have HTML or HTML file extension. See, in C you have a .c extension, in C++ you have a .cpp extension, or in VB you have .vbp extension. That's why HTML is also requires the extensions to save the file. So HTML having the .html or .html file extension. Then the next point is the HTML file can be created using simple text editor like Notepad. So see, in C or C++ you require the Turbo C compiler, but HTML does not require any compiler to compile the programs. Okay, it requires the only simple text editor. For example, Notepad, it is your basic text editor. Now next point is the HTML is not a case sensitive language. Not a case sensitive language means what? The uppercase and lowercase both will be the same in HTML. Elements are represented by tags. Okay, so HTML is a markup language. So each and every line is creating with the help of tags. Then browser do not display the HTML tags but use them to render the content of the page. Means what? If I am using tags to create the web page with content, in this case only content, whenever you click on file execution or whenever you executes the file, then only the content of that web page is displayed in your browser, not the tags. Means tags are not displayed. HTML is not a programming language, it is a client-side scripting language. Now, what is the exact meaning of client-side scripting language? So if you are clicking on Google Chrome or any other web browser, then the web page is open, right? So when you right click on that web page, then the list of element is appear. In that list of element, the bottom element is a inspect element. So if you are clicking on that inspect element, the HTML code of that web page is displayed on your screen. This is the meaning of client-side scripting language. Means everyone can see the HTML code. Now the next topic is the advantage of HTML. The first advantage is what? It is a widely used. Why it is widely used? Because it is a very basic language to create the web page. Every browser supports the HTML language. So HTML, you can run the HTML code on any other web browser. You can run on Internet Explorer, or you can run on Google Chrome, or you can run on Mozilla Firefox. It doesn't having any doubts. Easy to learn and use. Why it is easy to learn? Because the HTML language is represented by tags and tags are very simple to understand. It is a by default in every Windows, so you don't need to purchase the extra software. See, while we executing the C or C++ code, you require the Turbo C compiler. But in HTML, you don't require any compiler. You just require only your Notepad text editor or any other web browser. So it does not require any extra software. Now the next is disadvantage of HTML. First one is the error can be costly. If I am creating the website which having the multiple web pages, and in that web page some error will be occur, then it is a very complicated to find that error through the website. That's why error can be costly in HTML. It needs to write a lot of codes for making the simple web page. So in every web page you require the tags or you require the coding. So for each and every web page you having to create the you having to create the code. Then the security features are not good in HTML. Why it is not good in HTML? Because everyone can see your coding. For example, in Google Chrome you can click right click on that web page, then inspect element, then you can show your HTML code. That's why security features are not good. Then if we need to write the long code for making a web page, then it produces some complexity. Because see, if I am creating any web page or if I am creating any website, They need having the multiple web pages. So connecting the web page to each other, it is a very complex. That's why it produces some complexity if we write the long code. Then our next topic is the application of HTML. The first application is a web page development. In web page development, you have building the web page, you have creating and maintaining the website. Then second one is a web document creation. Means what? Creating the text document with text formatting, images, different font size or different font color, etc. These all are contents in the document creation. Then the internet navigation. What is the meaning of navigation? To move from one page to another. So movement from one web page to another web page. It is also the application of HTML. It is called as a internet navigation. Then the next application is a offline capabilities usage. Means what? Without internet you can run your program with the help of web browser. And the next one, that is a game development usage. So you can creating the multiple games with the help of HTML programming language. Now the next one is a HTML documentation. Now see, what is the meaning of document? So HTML document, it is a plain text or it is also known as a ASCII files. So that can be created using any text editor. So you have the type of text editor. There is a three types of text editor. The first one, it is a text editor. That is a simple text editor like Notepad. Second one is a HTML code editor. What is the meaning of HTML code editor? For example, Ultra Edit, Edit Plus. These are the example of HTML code editor. And the third one is the HTML design tools. The HTML design tools provides the drag and drop facility. In that toolbox, you have the multiple tools. So you can drag or drop that tool on your page. This is the meaning of HTML design. So these are the various text editors available in HTML documentation. With the help of that documentation, we can develop our program or execute. Now, I think this is enough for today's lecture. So we will meet you on next lecture. Bye bye.